With Christmas quickly approaching and everyone scrambling to bake cookies for Santa, let's take a moment to remember the real reason for the season. One bright spot from this year was seeing members of Gen Z recommit to faith and religion. I have a few of them who are joining me now. Catholic influencer Emily Torres, along with political activist CJ Pearson. So great to have you both on. Emily, I'm going to start with you. You are a convert to Catholicism. Why did you decide to convert to Catholicism?
Yeah, that's a great question. So when I was 17, in the midst of COVID, I was living in California. So all of the churches were, of course, shut down. And that led me to becoming a lot more active online in Christian circles. And ultimately, I realized through a lot of study into history and philosophy and theology that Jesus Christ really did establish the Catholic Church 2,000 years ago. And in the Catholic Church was the fulfillment of all the goodness, beauty, and truth that I was searching for throughout my teenage years.
Yeah, that story is very familiar. People reading about the early church fathers and going, oh, I want to become Catholic. CJ, talk to me about your faith journey, and specifically, why so many young men in your generation are turning to faith, more so than the women?
Well, first and foremost, Rachel, thank you so much for having me. I've got to tell you, being here in Phoenix, Arizona right now, I don't believe in coincidences. I think that the life that folks like Charlie Kirk led not only led to a revival of folks that are getting off the sidelines on the front lines to fight for America politically, but also religiously. We're seeing young men who are refusing to believe in the left's lies that we should resent loving our God, loving our country, and wanting to build and support strong families. And so I think that that is a continuation of the incredible legacy that Charlie Kirk led, and we're going to continue to keep it vibrant. For me, I grew up in the church, going to church every single Sunday, every single Wednesday, and I think that after his passing, after his tragic assassination, his life only brought me closer to God, because I realized that the salvation that we're looking for is not going to be found in any man. It's only going to be found in the person up above.
Here's Pope Leo addressing young people back in August. Listen to this.
The Lord himself gathers us together to form community, not just any community, but a community of believers who support one another. How much the future needs men and women who are witnesses of hope. Dear young people, this is the task that the risen Lord entrusts to each one of us.
The Pope talks about community, and you've started a podcast for converts. But at the same time, so much of what I am seeing, because I have kids that are around your guys' age, I'm seeing just a disillusionment with technology, with sort of this virtual world, and people really wanting to be rooted in something that has meaning and has history. What are your thoughts, Emily, on that? And I'll get to CJ right after.
Yeah, I think that our generation is waking up and realizing that the previous generations were fed this lie that religion is this outdated, antiquated institution that is not necessary to live a good, fulfilled, free life. And we've played that experiment out to the end. And what we found is that there's higher rates of depression, higher rates of suicide, higher rates of addiction. People on average have feelings of more isolation and loneliness. And we realized that the community that you find in religion, in the church, in God, cannot be replaced by modern medicine, technology, or science.
CJ, I'm so sorry I ran out of time on this, but I know that you're doing all kinds of good work out there. You're online. People can follow you, CJ. And, of course, Emily, people can go to your podcast for Catholic converts. Appreciate you both joining. You give us so much hope for the future. You guys are figuring it all out much younger than we did. Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.